Welcome to Simon Field on the campus of DC Everest Senior High School. I'm Chris Conley, getting ready for Tuesday afternoon high school baseball. It's DC Everest against crosstown rival Wausau West. Tell you this, there's just about no room left on the Everest baseball bandwagon. They've won 13 games in a row. When last seen, winners of both games at their triangular on Saturday afternoon. Took a game from Superior in the first game, and then came back and beat Holman in the second game. They trailed 3-0 early in that one and posted a 13-4 win. Evergreens come in with a flashy 13-0 record, perfect in conference play, 6-0 this season. Wausau West is below 500, 6-9, 2-4 in league play, but one of those two is a win over Spash. So watch out, Wausau West could have the ability to surprise. Let's meet the batting orders and starting lineups. First for the Wausau West Warriors in their cream-colored white uniforms. Travis Claudy will catch and will lead off. Ryder Schindler is in left field, second. Junior Joe Gravine will pitch, and he'll bat for himself third. Tony Ifendano's the shortstop. He'll hit fourth. Ty Teskey's the first baseman, fifth. Miles Waldvogel in center field, sixth. Ethan Sillers in right field, seventh. Marshall Helke's the third baseman. He'll bat eighth. And Cohen Bryant is the second baseman, ninth. For the visiting Warriors, Claudy, Schindler, Gravine, Ifendano, Teskey, Waldvogel, Sillers, Helke, and Bryant. For the home-standing Evergreens on Youth Night, the Ute of today is out at the dugout as the Evergreens come out. Nevin Poppy will play third base. He'll lead off for the Evergreens. Brennan Hochberger, a hotter bat, moves up in the batting order. He'll bat second and play left field. Cole Van Slyke catches and bats third. Jack Dvorak will DH for the Evergreen starting pitcher Cole O'Brien. Dvorak will hit fourth. Ty Rohde is in right field, fifth. Aiden Haupt is the first baseman, sixth. Logan George is the second baseman, seventh. J.J. Lewis gets the start in center field. He'll bat eighth, and George Jablonski, the shortstop, will bat ninth. Evergreens in their home white with green numerals: Poppy, Hochberger, Van Slyke, Dvorak, Rohde, Haupt, George, Lewis, and Jablonski. It'll be 79 degrees at first pitch. Wind is calm. Sunshine right now is behind the clouds at Simon Field as the crowd comes to its feet for the national anthem. Pre-game is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, Highway 10 East, Church Street in Stevens Point. Everyone in the Wisconsin Valley Conference will be rooting for Wausau West, trying to end this long 13-game winning streak for the Evergreens. It's like the Evergreens have given up losing for Lent. We'll be back with our first pitch next on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Welcome back to Simon Field. Cole O'Brien leads the Wisconsin Valley Conference in strikeouts while he takes his warm-up tosses. Let's set the defense behind him. Brennan Hochberger starts in left. Good to see J.J. Lewis in center field today, and Ty Rohde is in right. Nevin Poppy's at third base. George Jablonski's the Everest shortstop. Logan George is at second base, and Aiden Hopt is at first base. Cole Van Slyke catches, and Cole O'Brien will be ready to go in just a moment. Baseball today is brought to you by Axis Insurance. For all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Axis Insurance. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net. Axis Insurance. Their business revolves around you. Evergreens in the bright white. Wausau West in the cream-colored white. Very poor coordination between the two teams today. And Wausau West probably has more uniform combinations than anybody. They've got royal blue tops with the gold numerals and letters. They've got gold tops with all blue lettering. And they have these awful uniforms with the broad horizon stripes that look like the old Houston Astros uniform. A couple of teams bought into those types of uniforms. I know Rapids wore them. At the end of the season, those broad horizon stripes uniforms the Astros look should go on the end of the year bonfire. We're ready to go.
Tell us how you really feel.
For the Warriors, in the top of the first, the catcher, 19. Travis Clyde.
Who else can give you adequate play-by-play and fashion tips too? Travis Claudy, righty to righty to get us underway this afternoon. Again, you would figure the Evergreens have accomplished more this year, but Wausau West could surprise. And these are crosstown teams that are very familiar with each other. Cole O'Brien's ready to work. First ball swinging through the left side. Claudy starts off the Warriors with a hit.
Left fielder, 2. Ryder Schindler.
Ryder Schindler to hit for the Warriors. Yeah, the Evergreens had a very satisfying Saturday afternoon. Won the opening game against Superior, looking to bunt and takes a strike. So the Warriors are willing to play for an early run and an early lead here at Simon Field. Yeah, I thought going into the triangular that Superior was the best of the teams. The Evergreens beat them 9-3. Evergreens gave up 3 runs in the nightcap against Holman, but then answered with 7 runs in the bottom of the first. Looking to bunt, he offered that, strike 2. So the Evergreens are not the only team that has trouble getting the bunt down. Schindler probably gets to swing away. Failing to get the sacrifice down is one of the few situations in sports where you get rewarded by your coach for being unsuccessful. It's outside, a ball and 2 strikes. These teams play again Thursday at West. A game that is not on our Zaleski Sports schedule will be across the field for DC Everest softball.
I think it is on the schedule.
Oh, someone else will be calling that game? Okay. I know that this DC Everest-based broadcast crew has fast pitch on Thursday. DC Everest against Merrill. Down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I see the Everest girls are starting a new winning streak. They're playing at Marshfield today. That's one of our Zaleski Sports games on one of our other channels this afternoon. Waiting on a 2-2 pitch. O'Brien long set. Runners not going. Just misses outside. Count is full. So Schindler was down 0-2 and has battled back to a full count. Runners going. Hit and runs on. Caught by the second baseman, Logan George, and they're going to double off the runner. That needed a little more air on it. It had to find the gap in right center field, and it did not. An out on the bases, and there are two down.
One. Joe Gravine.
Here's Joe Gravine, the starting West pitcher, will hit for himself. He'll bat in the number 3 hole with 2 outs and none aboard. First ball swinging, sky to center field. J.J. Lewis over 4 or 5 steps and makes the catch. Cole O'Brien faces the minimum. He does give up a leadoff hit, doubled off the bases. Evergreens are coming up for the bottom of the first when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Welcome back. Bottom of the first is on. Baseball is brought to you by Lead Car Toyota. Discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service. Lead Car Toyota of Wausau, your full-service destination for everything Toyota with a state-of-the-art collision center. Find us on North 20th Avenue in Wausau. Lead Car Toyota, welcome to our Zaleski Sports family of sponsors. Thanks for making today's high school baseball coverage possible. Joe Gravine is just about fixed with his warm-up pitches. Let's check the Wausau West defense. Ryder Schindler's in left field. Miles Waldvogel is the center fielder. Ethan Sillers is in right. The infield for the Warriors, Marshall Helke, the third baseman. Tony Ifendano's the shortstop. Cohen Bryant at second. Ty Teske at first. Travis Claudy catches, and Joe Gravine's ready to face Nevin Poppy. You know what you've got to like about the Evergreens at this point in the season. First ball swinging, Nevin fouls it back, strike 1. The Evergreens, during the early and even the middle stages of this 13-game winning streak, were not scoring a lot of runs, doing it with a deep pitching staff and pretty good defense. The Evergreens during the streak have, 4-3, line drive to right fielder. Look what I found. Ethan Sillers reaches up and had that caught like it was an ice cream cone. 1 scoop of vanilla being served in right field.
Number 6.
But the Evergreens have been scoring more runs towards the latter part of this 13-game winning streak. I mean, over the weekend in their triangular, 9 runs up against Superior, 13 runs up against Holman. Brennan Hochberger swings and misses, strike 1. Brennan, for the earlier part of the season, had been hitting 7th, 8th towards the back of the Everest batting order. Line drive to center. The Evergreens have a 1-out base runner. We've talked about this before. In high school baseball, because you don't play every day, coaches have to be willing to move the batting order around just based on one game to the next. Player gives you 1 or 2 good games or even a couple of good back-to-back at-bats. Move them up in the batting order. Hochberger's got good speed at first for Cole Van Slyke. There's a strike. Let's see, the last game we did here on Zaleski Sports at Simon Field, Cole Van Slyke had himself a home run, parked one over the right field wall. He said at all levels, JV, varsity, first home run. Hochberger is just barely back. Baseball is brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau. State-of-the-art facility, excellent benefits, pay, culture, and more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply at GreatLakesCheese.com. Very big lead at first base for Brendan Hochberger. He retreats on a pitch inside. It's 1-1 to Cole Van Slyke. Cole has been the Evergreen's most consistent batter this season. Don't want to make outs on the bases when Cole Van Slyke, who puts the ball in play a lot, put one in the gap and get you a run here. Waiting on a 1-1 pitch. Lays off, and that's a cutter that's in on the inside corner, 1-2. That's a good spot for Joe Gravine. Off-speed pitch, bounce to third. Going to get the force at second, and that'll be all. Van Slyke's aboard on a fielder's choice. Marshall Helke did a good job staying with that. Hard hit ball that kind of came up on him. So Brendan Hochberger is erased at second base. That's the second out. Evergreens are sending out a courtesy runner.
Number 8, Jack
Carter Miller will courtesy run. Here's Jack Dvorak.
Really? He's the number 2 today?
Well, no, he'll start on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess he's got to use his legs.
While our courtesy runner is logged in, we'll tell you that baseball is brought to you by France Propane. Your locally owned, complete service propane company, serving all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Each team has managed a base runner here in the first inning. Dvorak hits with 2 outs and a man on first. Dvorak is first ball swinging and fists that foul down the first base side.
Edwin's a great teammate.
Yes, he is. I know. Oh, I had a great conversation with him.
We've joked about Jack. He could get a hold of one and hit it a long way.
Just, yeah, he's not short on confidence.
No, I was going to say, you can tell he's got confidence.
Down low, runner does not advance. 1 ball and 1 strike.
We don't.
This game marks the halfway point of the Everest Conference season. Evergreens have already swept Wausau East, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Throw over to first. Runner was leaning, and he's just back safely. Evergreens have games remaining against Wausau West today and Thursday. Then Merrill and Stevens Point. Runner is going, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, stolen base. And it's over and into the outfield. Runner's going to try and take third. Yep. Stolen base and a throwing error on the catcher puts the runner down at third base. So this at-bat for Jack Dvorak looks a little different now. A ball and 2 strikes. He swung to try and protect the runner. Hit on the ground. Second baseman moves over. Dvorak is not particularly fast and got him by a step. Cohen Bryant, moving to his right, retires Jack Dvorak. Each team gets a hit, no runs in after 1 inning, 0-0 between DC Everest and Wausau West on Zaleski Sports.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Top of the second is on. Wausau West sends Tony Ifendano to lead off, then Ty Teskey and Miles Waldvogel, 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order. We are brought to you by France Propane, your locally owned complete service propane company, serving all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. FrancePropane.com. Local, quality, family. Some things are better left unsaid in today's broadcast.
Shortstop, 10. Tony Ifendano.
We were joking during our pregame. Tony Ifendano seems like he's been playing for Wausau West for forever. And I know why that is. This is indeed his senior year now. But Tony has played American Legion baseball for the last couple of summers. So I get to see him twice as much. I see him over when we do the Wausau Bulldogs post-10 games once the high school season is over. Deep in the hole, Nevin Poppy down to one knee. That's a nice play by Nevin. Nevin slides over, got down to his left, and throws out Tony Ifendano.
12. Ty Teskey.
Here's Ty Teskey, first left-handed bat in the West order. Cole O'Brien, after giving up a leadoff hit, has retired the next 3. This is popped up behind home plate. Does Cole Van Slyke have a play on it? Yes, he does. Cole Van Slyke catches just in front of the screen in foul territory. There's the second out.
Center field, 13. Miles Waldvogel.
I mean, maybe this is the Wausau West approach against Cole O'Brien, but a lot of early swings in the count, a lot of early balls put in play. Cole O'Brien, it's only the top of the second, but is working on a low pitch count. Miles Waldvogel, 2 outs and none on. Up high, ball 1. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. Count on Culligan. They'll keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Fouled back and into the road. No cars coming. A ball and a strike. Long set for Cole O'Brien coming home. Took something off and dropped that in for strike 2. Yeah, the waters get deep for other batters if Cole O'Brien can throw that second pitch for a strikeout. Change speeds, that's already a really good fastball. And then when you have to be geared down, batter's got to do a lot of guessing. 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. Evergreens have another busy weekend. Got a triangular planned on Saturday, second of the season. I know for sure Eau Claire Memorial is one of the teams. Not sure who the other one is. Sun Prairie West. So high level of competition this weekend. Swing and foul back. That went off Cole O'Brien's mask. Went off Cole Van Slyke's mask, beg your pardon. 2-2. Who does Cole O'Brien think he is? Logan George, who got dinged in the face during the triangular. The consensus of the coaching staff is that Logan George looks better now. 2-2 pitch. Strike three called, and the inning is over. Mild Waldvogel looks at the fastball on the outside corner. Make it 5 in a row for Cole O'Brien. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score on Zaleski Sports.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
The doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him, and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
5, 6, and 7 to hit for the Evergreens here in the bottom of the second inning. I'm Chris Conley, and we're sponsored by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. They have locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Rhodey is first ball swinging, fouls it back over the dugout.
Conversation about it on Sunday morning. Oh, yeah? Well, if you do, you better hit a long one.
Off-speed pitch to second. Cohen Bryant throws out Ty Rhodey.
First baseman, number 22, Aiden Hawk.
Here's Aiden Haupt to hit for the Evergreens. Aiden's playing at first base today. Yeah, we mentioned earlier the Evergreens have the 2 games this week against West. Merrill next week and then Stevens Point. The games against Spash, the Evergreens could have conference honors wrapped up between now and then. And for sure, the state tournament seedings will be out before the Evergreens play West. Another bouncer to second. Bryant's got it and throws out Aiden Haupt. 2 up and 2 down here in the home half of the second inning.
Second baseman.
Here's Logan George.
Logan George.
Could the Evergreens be a number 1 seed in this bracket? They might be. You got to think the Evergreens are going to stack up a couple of more wins. Evergreens will be favored when they play Merrill next week. Evergreens play as the favorite here against a more difficult West team that's on the outside corner, strike 1. But who else is there? The Evergreens will get to measure themselves against Eau Claire Memorial at their triangular. That could have seeding implications. Right, I'm told that New Richmond is good too. Hudson is in the Evergreens bracket. Fouled back, a ball and 2 strikes. But the Evergreens, what a case they have to make at a seeding meeting. The Evergreens lost their first 3 games and have not lost since. So that's everything since the first week of April and no defeats in May. That's quite a resume. Took something off. This is a roller up the first base side. It's going to be trouble. Catcher and pitcher collide, and it's thrown into the outfield. And the Everest runner, Logan George, had his feet come out from under him. Did he make contact with any of the players there, or did one of the players get in his way?
I thought that was foul. I thought he hit off his foot. I think he just...
Going to be a throwing error on the catcher, Travis Claudy.
Number 1, J.J. Lewis.
Here's J.J. Lewis. Lewis lost some time due to injury in the middle part of the season, so it's good to see J.J. back in the lineup. He'll hit with 2 outs and a runner aboard. Strike one. Axis Insurance says for all of your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to. Axis Insurance. Their business revolves around you. AxisInsurance.net. Runner is going. Foul back. Hit and run was on. The count's 0-2. It's a good pitch to hit. Glad to see J.J. get back in the lineup. It's his senior year. For all of these spring sports seniors, time is getting short, isn't it? Down low, wild pitch gets away from the catcher, and the runner moves up to second base. Evergreens in both of the 2 innings so far have put runners into scoring position. Can we get a little 2-out, 2-strike bingo from J.J. Lewis here? Hit to the outfield could bring in the runner from second. Logan George has good speed. Down low, backhanded again. Logan George is caught in between bases and scurries back to second base safe. Almost in no man's land. Two pitch here. It's probably too close to take, but that was at the letters or maybe above, and it's fouled off. The at-bat continues. Hit him. The half inning continues. J.J. Lewis will walk down to first base. Here's George Jablonski with 2 outs and 2 aboard.
Shortstop, number 16, George Jablonski.
Lewis at first, Logan George at second. Here's George Jablonski. Little bit low, ball 1. Joe Gravine having to labor a little bit on the mound. Off-speed pitches fouled back down the first base side. Strike 1.
I see that. Coming our way.
Everest coach Dave Langbin comes out. Going to load up the home plate umpire's ball bag here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled back, little late, a ball and 2 strikes. What do you think about these Brewers games in Cleveland? First pitch at 5:10 Central Time. I know over at the radio station, our pregame coverage begins at 4:35 in the afternoon. They could get through those games in Cleveland without having to turn the lights on. Check swing, foul down the first base side, 1-2. And, you know, I get it. If you want families to bring their kids to the ballpark, the weekday games during the school year have to start a little earlier. And I got home and turned on my radio. It was 8 o'clock here, and the Brewers game was already over. I didn't need to listen to the 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position or the 11 guys left on base. I'm glad I missed that part. 1-2 pitch here. Jablonski takes strike 3, and the inning is over. Evergreens put 2 aboard, an error and a hit batter. 2 complete, and there's no score. This is high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
We're back at Simon Field. Quick moving afternoon baseball game when we go to the top of the third. We're just being told of a scoring change. I think I like this scoring change. Logan George on kind of the cue shot that went up the first base side. We assessed an error on catcher Travis Claudy. Travis will be happy to know that we're scoring that a hit, saying that Logan George would have beat that out at first base. I think that's the right call. So for the Evergreens, it's a second hit.
Leading off in the third, right fielder, 33, Ethan Silver.
Here comes Ethan Sillers, 7, 8, and 9 in the West batting order to hit. Logan George surrendered a hit back in the first inning. That runner was doubled off later in the frame. So Logan George has faced the minimum as we go to the top of the third. Checked his swing, called, strike one. For those of you who like cows, Marshfield Dairy Fest is May 30th and 31st. More information at marshfield.com for all the details. We'll see you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. Fouled on the first base side. Hayden Hopt made a play on it but was in foul ground. It's no balls and 2 strikes. When the sun is shining straight down on us, it feels a little hot and humid. Sun's been behind the clouds since we've started play today. Made things a little more comfortable. Oh-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Sillers waved it that way out in front. It's the second strikeout for Cole O'Brien against no walks.
6.
Here's Marshall Helke.
Marshall Helke.
Again, coming into today's game, Cole O'Brien is the Wisconsin Valley Conference strikeout king. Helke looks like a big kid for hitting in the number 8 spot in the West batting order. Starts him off with a strike. Infinity Exteriors has been installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Infinity Exteriors, guaranteeing quality you can trust. Fouled that back late on the swing. No balls, 2 strikes. Elsewhere around the Everest Athletic Department, Fast Pitch plays Marshfield. Big soccer game later tonight. Everest girls are taking on Spash. Second and third place teams in girls soccer. So the winner of tonight's game still has a chance of catching Wausau West. The loser kind of falls out of the conversation. A ball and 2 strikes here. O'Brien working on Helke. Way up high. That happens to Cole O'Brien, it seems like once or twice a game. There's something wrong with the release, and his off-speed pitch stays way, way up high. I've gotten that out of the way for this afternoon. Fly ball, shallow right field. Ty Rohde is in and makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Second baseman, 14. Cohen Bryant.
O'Brien's just grooving along now. 7 in a row retired. Cohen Bryant, number 9 hitter to hit.
This is true. The littlest guy you could find, right?
A little bit low, ball 1 to start off Cohen Bryant. Over the years, the most common outcome for games that I've done, Wausau West and DC Everest usually split their 2. That's why holding fourth on your home field is a good thing. It's up high, 2 balls, no strikes. I see that Everest fast pitch is playing in front, 1-0 at Marshfield. Swing and a miss, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, Cole O'Brien, I think, can just muscle his fastball past the number 9 hitter here. So don't want to be out of the strike zone. Don't want to give up a free pass to number 9. 2-1 pitch. Still a hitter's count here. Fouled back, and we even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. O'Brien's been helping himself. He's not allowed a free pass. No walks, no errors behind him. Just shook off his catcher Cole Van Slyke. Let's see what they have in mind at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and nobody on. Overthrew the fastball, and it's up high, 3-2. Wind, dead calm. Comfortable afternoon for baseball today. Fouled off down the first base side and into the screen. Wausau West is well represented. Got some of their fans up the first base side and in the bleachers too. At the Everest concession stand today, raise your hand for pulled pork sandwiches. Hot dogs, brats, and burgers too. Swing and a miss. Challenged him up high, and it's the 3rd strikeout for Cole O'Brien. Another 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the 3rd, scoreless on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Bottom of the 3rd is on. Nevin Poppy will lead off for the Evergreens. We're brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Infinity Exteriors. Nevin Poppy lined out to right field, first time up. Takes up high, ball 1. I'll hold my breath just a little bit on foul balls that go over the press box where all of our vehicles are parked. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes. I drove a radio station vehicle over here. I'm not supposed to, so this is a secret just between you and me, okay? Don't tell anyone. My car yesterday was a roving biohazard. I was leaking transmission fluid. Oh, my goodness. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yep, giant purple puddle underneath my car when I went out to work yesterday. I've got a mechanic friend who said he'd try and look at it, thinks it's just a hose. Come on, just a hose. That's the repair that we're looking for. He's working on that now. Station vehicle here, so no foul ball strikes. 3-1 pitch, and Nevin Poppy's got a leadoff walk for the Evergreens.
Left fielder, Brennan Hochberger.
What?
Brennan Hochberger singled his first time up, one of the 2 Evergreens hits. Nevin Poppy, speed to spare at first base. See if he's in motion. Nevin's lead is generous, looking to bunt and pulled back. That's ball 1, that's outside. Runner over to first, got him out. An out on the bases. Just picked off Nevin Poppy. We've had a couple of close throws over to first base. So now Brennan Hochberger is free to swing away. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. So Joe Gravine, the West pitcher, erases the runner at first base. Up high again, 3 balls, no strikes. What's going on with Joe? Looks like he's overthrowing here in the top of the 3rd inning. I mean, a lot of times in high school baseball, you reach back for something extra. The overthrow is usually a high out of the strike zone above the shoulders. Makes the adjustment and gets a strike there, 3-1. Peterson Kramer Funeral Home, committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up to help you in your time of need. Back-to-back walks.
Catcher, Cole Van Slyke.
Evergreens have had 5 base runners. And now seeing that the mechanics are not quite right, out comes a quick chat at the mound. Cole Van Slyke also strolls up the 3rd base line for a chat with his coach. Cole doesn't need any instruction here. Smash the ball. Put it in play somewhere. Cole bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up and was left at 3rd base with 2 outs in the home half of the 1st inning. Coming home, a balk has been called. Infield umpire called it. Runner moves from first to second base on the balk. I kind of wonder if Gravine lost contact with the rubber. Sure looked like he came set to me. Right. No big protest from Wausau West. Hit on the ground, first baseman's got a nice play. Ty Teskey stayed with that tricky hop and was able to get over to first base to get Cole Van Slyke. Runner moves from second to third on the out. Dvorak hit with a runner in scoring position back in the 1st inning. Grounded out. Dvorak will try and pick up that runner at third with 2 outs here. Down low. Catcher did a good job keeping that in front of him. J&D Tube Benders, founded in 1968. They've been in the Felch family ever since. A locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team at the Schofield Industrial Park or at jdtubebending.com. 2-0 to Dvorak. On the outside corner, took something off. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dvorak lays off. It gets away from the catcher. Runner was breaking. You know what? If Brennan Hochberger was like a shot off third base, he would have scored. The pitcher was late in covering. That ball didn't get far away from the catcher, Travis Claudy, but it would have been a race between the pitcher and the base runner to home plate. Hochberger would have won it. And again, that runner moved up 90 feet because of a balk, moved from first to second. Then advanced on a ground out. 3 balls and 1 strike to Dvorak, who's going to have the green light to try and knock this run in from third base. Outside. It's the 3rd walk in the inning for Joe Gravine. Ty Rohde will hit now. Hard hit to the right side. He's 0 for 1. He was retired by second baseman Cohen Bryant. Off-speed pitch, and he's swinging on the first pitch. Bobbled at first, raced to the bag, out. Ty Teske, the first baseman, stayed with it. Evergreens threaten again, but do not break through. 3 innings complete, 0-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Josh Barks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
We are back at Simon Field. No scores. We play the top of the 4th. As Joe Gravine came off the mound, he had a little chat with the infield umpire who called the balk on him. When the balk was called, didn't seem to be a lot of protest. And you know what? You'd like your pitcher to shake off the balk. Sometimes that's a needless distraction. I mean, it's already been called. There's nothing you can do to undo it. But you also want to make sure of what you did so you don't do it again. And that seemed like what the conversation was about. Meanwhile, Cole O'Brien, who gave up a single on the first pitch he threw, has retired everyone since then. 8 in a row. And Travis Claudy, who has that hit, will lead off here in the top of the 4th. Innovative Health says pain is your body's check engine light, signaling something's not right. Come to Innovative Health in Weston for the best chiropractic care. They'll keep your body running the way it's meant to work. Feel better, live better. Innovative Health. So here we are to the middle innings of a scoreless Tuesday afternoon game. O'Brien to Claudy. First ball swinging again. Grounded to George Jablonski. Throws him out. So Travis Claudy has seen exactly 2 pitches in this game. A single and a ground out. Ryan Schindler to hit. Schindler popped out to the second baseman Logan George, and the runner was doubled off. So Schindler hit into a kind of unlucky double play. Mutual of Wausau has been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. Little inside, ball one. Only 3 hits between these two teams, 2 of them for the Evergreens, 1 of them an infield single. I think Cole Van Slyke framed up strike 1 there. That may have been down low too. A ball and a strike. Checked his swing. Did he go? Yes. On the appeal, first base umpire says too far. A ball and 2 strikes. If you were here in person, you could see that the infield here at Simon Field has been mowed recently. Outfield, no. So the outfield plays a little tall and a little slow. Boy, things have greened up quickly. We've got underground irrigation here at Simon Field, so no rain, nope, no problem. Things are not browning up on us. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ryder Schindler. Up high, 3-2. Here in the 4th inning, Cole O'Brien's pitch count is more in order than Joe Gravine's, who waits on deck. Gravine has had a couple of high pitch count innings in the 2nd and 3rd. 3-2 pitch here. Well, that was ball 4. Instead, it's tapped back to the pitcher, and O'Brien throws him out. Schindler couldn't have laid off what would have been a free pass. Gravine to hit with 2 outs and nobody on.
Joe Gravine.
With an office in Wausau, Scherer Construction offers commercial and custom home construction expertise anywhere in Wisconsin. For your next project, look no further than Scherer Construction and check out all of their beautiful work online at schererconstruction.com. Pitcher to pitcher, up high, ball 1. Bounced to Jablonski. Friendly hop. Throw across the diamond. It's 11 in a row for Cole O'Brien. Has not allowed a base runner since the visitors' half of the 1st. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. No score on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Which of these pitchers will blink first? We go to the bottom of the 4th in a scoreless game. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens have had more chances to break through. In fact, they've had runners in scoring position in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd innings. Still missing the timely hit. Aiden Haupt grounded out to the right side. He's 0 for 1 his first time up. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee offers top quality collision repair, full body repair, 24-hour towing, courtesy loaner vehicles, and a lifetime warranty on their work. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, your friendly fender bender mender. Hopped takes strike one. Gravine had trouble finding the strike zone in the last half inning, so he's happy to start off Hopped with a strike. Strike two. Sunshine comes out behind the clouds. That's outside, 1-2. Of course, here in our DC Everest press box, late afternoon when the sun sets in right field, it's right in our eyes. Bouncing ball, that's a fair ball down the left field line. Hop takes a big turn but will settle for a long single.
Second baseman.
Aiden was not particularly fast out of the box, like he wasn't sure fair or foul. Leadoff base runner for the Evergreens, their third hit of the afternoon. Here's Logan George, 1 for 1, a single back in the second inning. See if Logan George is asked to lay down a bunt, move that runner into scoring position. Nope. Takes down low. I get it, runs are going to be a premium today, but Logan George has been a solid hitter for the Evergreens. I kind of like him given a chance to hit here. A little outside. Wow, Gravine looked in like he thought that was a strike, and the home plate umpire moved his right hand and showed him outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Marshall Helke, the third baseman, plays even with the bag, just on the cut of the grass. And there is a more generous strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, somehow things have all evened out in this at-bat. I think ball 2 may have been a strike. Strike 1 may have been a ball. We're right where we should be. 2 balls and 1 strike with nobody out and a man at first. And that's high and away, 3-1. All eyes on the third base coaching box. The Evergreens, favorable count for a hit and run if they want to. Swing and a miss over the top of that. 3-2. Runner was not going. Ridgetop Exteriors says just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. RidgetopExteriors.com. 3-2 pitch coming. Called strike 3, and Logan George fails to advance the runner.
Center fielder.
Second strikeout against 3 walks for Joe Gravine. Again, JJ has missed some games this season, so I'd love to see him have some success at the plate before the year's done. Here he comes. Hit by a pitch his first time up. Swing and a miss. Sometimes when you miss games in the middle of the season, timing of your swing's off. Runner is not going. Checked his swing and held. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gravine checks that runner at first, and a throw over. He's already picked 1 runner off in this game. Mammoth Mortgage is your opportunity for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying or refinancing a home anywhere in Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. This is bounced on the grass from third. Throw low and safe. Beat it out. J.J. Lewis hustling right out of the box. Second infield single for the Evergreens. And here's George Jablonski with runners at first and second. J.J. Lewis has always been fast, and speed never goes into a slump. The big thing about legging out that infield single, barring a double play, Nevin Poppy will get a chance to hit. Nevin's been swinging a hot bat for the Evergreens, too. One out, first and second. Jablonski looks to bunt and bunts it foul. Fleet Farm says no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered. Best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices at Fleet Farm. Jablonski offers the bunt super early. Pulls it back at a pitch that's high, 1-1. Yeah, to ask Jablonski to bunt with one out, you're showing a lot of confidence in Nevin Poppy on deck. You're counting on him to get a 2-run single, if that's the way this all plays out. Pulls it back, it hit Jablonski, plucked right in the helmet. And the waters get a little bit deeper for the Warriors. The bases are loaded with Evergreens. The discussion here is whether Jablonski got out of the way of that. But, you know, he's squaring to bunt there. That kind of changes the mechanics of that. It is indeed a hit batter, and the bases are full of Evergreens. Aiden Hopped at third, J.J. Lewis at second, and George Jablonski at first. And Nevin Poppy, he lives for opportunities like this. Checked his swing, he didn't go. Ball one. You would think that the catcher, Travis Claudy, would ask for the appeal. He did not. Fouled back, 1-1. Yeah, ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Nevin's got the green light in the spot. Down low, 2 balls and 1 strike. There's nowhere to put Nevin Poppy. Yeah, Nevin Poppy made you. I didn't see the take sign. Really. I didn't see it, Coach. Ball is smacked behind second base. Flip to second for 1. On to first, not in time. The Evergreens get a run. It's still a productive at-bat for Nevin Poppy. Shortstop Tony Ifendano made the play behind the bag, got it over to second baseman Cohen Bryant. Wausau West gets the second out of the inning, but the Evergreens get a run in out of it. Fielder's choice and an RBI for Nevin Poppy. First and third now with 2 outs. Throw over to first. Nevin Poppy is back. Yeah, Nevin Poppy got picked off earlier in the game. Don't want that twice. Especially with a runner on third. Nevin Poppy is going double steal. Check the throw. No throw down. 2 in scoring position now for Brennan Hochberger. Joe Gravine really wants to retire Hochberger and bring the inning to an end. The Evergreens' best batter, Cole Van Slyke, on deck if the inning continues. That breaks in for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, this right here is a huge at-bat. A hit from Hochberger, and he's already hit safely in the game, brings in 2 more runs. 1-1 pitch. Off speed and inside, 2-1. Yeah, the 1 run is big the way this game has been playing, but a 3-0 lead, huge. Hit foul down the third base side. Coleman Schilling, showing that he still has the hands. Everest third base coach snagged that on one hop. 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Hochberger waits. Off-speed pitch, and it's fouled away. Straighten that out. For some reason, Gravine's been kind of reluctant to show the fastball to Brennan Hochberger. Hochberger asks for time. Gravine is desperate to keep this a 1-0 game in this spot. Outside, full count. A walk loads the bases for Cole Van Slyke waiting on deck. Big moment here, 3-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Got to throw down to first to complete the out. No, they don't, with the runners on base. No throw necessary. Gravine wins the battle there. 2 hits and 1 run in for the Evergreens. Our new score as we go to the top of the 5th. It's now DC Everest 1, Wausau West 0 on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T. Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating, but with Access Insurance you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
Cole O'Brien's been masterful for the Evergreens. A leadoff single in the first and has not allowed a base runner since. And here we are in the top of the 5th inning. The heart of the Wausau West order will hit. Tony Ifendano, 4th, Ty Teske, 5th, and Miles Waldvogel, 6th. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service brings you today's sports coverage on Zaleski Sports. For all your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto. Great deals on tires that fit your needs. A sure thing to get you back on the road. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. It's warm enough. Pitchers can get warm quickly on a day like this. Cole O'Brien's ready to go. Tony Ifendano bounced out to the left side. A nice play by Nevin Poppy. Poppy handled the short hop to his left and was able to throw strongly across the diamond. Wausau West hasn't had a base runner in forever. Inside corner, strike 1. Next Step Prosthetics is providing prosthetics and orthotics care throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. Contact Next Step Prosthetics today. Inside corner, called strike 2. It's the Evergreens who have broken through first. A run on a fielder's choice in the 4th inning. O'Brien ahead of another batter. He's been ahead of everyone all game. 0-2 pitch. Grounder to second. Logan George handles the hop and throws out Ifendano.
First baseman, Ty Teske.
These big bats, the top part of the Wausau batting order, would hit again in the 7th if Cole O'Brien continues to be stingy. Teskey popped out to the catcher behind home plate, 0 for 1 today. Inside, ball 1. Boy, in high school baseball, these pitchers' battles can move quickly. Been playing for just over an hour this afternoon. Inside also, 2 balls, no strikes. You know, Cole O'Brien is not the most overpowering pitcher. If you remember last year's team, Nate Langman had a more lively fastball than what Cole O'Brien brings. But O'Brien is able to change speeds and very often spots his second pitch for a strike, a huge advantage. Outside here, Cole O'Brien's down in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Again, since West hasn't had anyone on in a long time, Ty Teskey is going to be asked to take a pitch here. There's a strike, 3-1. O'Brien again. Inside, walked him. First free pass that Cole O'Brien has issued. And it breaks a streak of retiring 12 batters in a row. Miles Waldvogel did not look particularly comfortable in his last at-bat, struck out looking. Foundation Finance says start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Outside corner, strike 1. Yeah, Cole O'Brien hasn't operated with a man on base in a long time in this game. Did not check the runner there. Offers to bunt at a pitch that was really high, and Miles Waldvogel is frustrated. Bangs the bat into the dirt in front of home plate. He's down, no balls and 2 strikes. Nevin Poppy takes a step in, but with 2 strikes, the bunt's off here. Batter asks for time as Cole O'Brien was in the set for a while. O'Brien ahead in the count 0-2. Change speeds way out in front, and Waldvogel has struck out for the second time today. 4 strikeouts against 1 walk for Cole O'Brien. Ethan Sillers was also a strikeout victim first time up. Sillers will hit with 2 outs and a man on first. Shorter lead over at first base, and O'Brien throws over anyway. So much foul territory at Simon Field unless the lead is super big. Well, runner was leaning. They got him, picked him off. I take back what I was about to say about not throwing over to first base, too risky. They pick off Ty Teskey at first base to bring the inning to an end. With a double play in the first and that pick out, Cole O'Brien has still faced the minimum number of batters in this game. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Everest 1, West nothing on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Pitching change for the Wausau West Warriors. Joe Gravine's outing is done. Carson Thurs is in. Thurs is a freshman. Big spot for him in a 1-0 game. Thurs, the lefty, is kind of a three-quarters release, a funny release spot just above the shoulders. I'll give you Joe Gravine's pitching line. 4 innings, he allowed 4 hits. 2 of them were infield hits. 1 run, it was earned. Struck out 3, walked 3, balked once. The balk did not factor in the scoring, and he hit 2 batters, which also did not factor into the scoring. Here comes Cole Van Slyke.
Cole Van Slyke.
Let's look around and see if Gravine is still in the game somewhere. Gravine plays both the outfield and infield.
Where is he? Third base. Third base.
Yep, there's Joe Gravine. He's over at third base. So Marshall Helke is out. It's ball 1 to Cole Van Slyke. Big spot for a freshman. A little bit high, 2 balls, no strikes. Gravine pitched well. Not quite sure what the thinking is lifting him here. And that's away. First 3 pitches from Carson Thurs are outside the strike zone. Does Van Slyke take, trying to get an early base runner? Yep. And that's outside. Carson Thurs opens with a walk here in the bottom of the 5th. Jack Dvorak grounded out and walked. 0 for 1 today.
Jack Dvorak.
Evergreens are opting for a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner at first.
Carter Miller. I would imagine that Carter Miller is going to be pitching for the Evergreens over at West's Place on Thursday. Jack Dvorak stares down to the third base coaching box. He may be asked to bunt this runner over. Yep, the bunt is on, and he gets the bunt down. Only throws to first base. Got him by a step. That was a close play at first base. A successful sacrifice. 1 by 1, old friends find their way up to the DC Everest Simon Field press box. Ty Rohde is 0 for 2. A hit to the outfield doubles the Everest lead. Up high, ball 1. Baseball is brought to you by Newton Electric. Residential, commercial, industrial, and agriculture. Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or they're online at newtonelec.com. Outside. So the freshman Carson Thurs is having trouble throwing strikes right now. Thurs steps off.
Wait, he took a pitch, first pitch? What?
Rohde waits. Hit into the gap in right center field. No one's going to get this. It's going to go to the wall. The Evergreens will get a second run in. A double, maybe a triple. Missed the cutoff man. A triple and an RBI for Ty Rohde. Big knock there for the Evergreens. It's 2-0. Another case where the walk came back to hurt you. Cole Van Slyke comes all the way around. Well, The courtesy runner, O'Brien, for Van Slyke, comes around. The Evergreens have a 2-0 lead. Runner was on there via a walk. Aiden hopped to hit here. Evergreens with a chance to pick up another runner. Runner at third. Rhodey gapped it to right center. He was thinking triple right off the bat. This ball is hit through the right side and into the outfield. An RBI for Aiden Hopped, and the Evergreens stretch it out to 3-0. Aiden is the first player in the 2-hit club today. Back-to-back singles for Aiden. 3-0 Everest. RBIs in the game for Nevin Poppy, Ty Rhodey, and now Aiden Hopped. Here's Logan George, 1 for 2. The only out recorded by West in this inning was a sacrifice bunt. Credit where credit is due. A successful sacrifice. A rare thing indeed.
Second base.
Put down by Jack Dvorak. Logan's got a single in the second and a strikeout looking in the fourth. Evergreens now own the hit column 6-1. Throw over to first, runners back. Assuming the Evergreens are not giving back a 3-run lead, the winning streak could go to 14 games. There's a strike. Wausau West, though, still has 6 outs to work with, and as you know, got to get all the outs. Almost hit him. Bends back, Logan George. 1 ball and 1 strike. John's Auto Repair says for all of your auto repair needs, Mosinee and Rothschild turn to John's Auto Repair, just off Business 51 north of Mosinee. It's auto repair you can trust. They'll have it done right, get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Up high, 2-1. Yeah, Carson Thurs having trouble throwing strikes in this spot. 2 more runs are in. Slow roller back to the pitcher. That did not hit anyone in the batter's box. Thurs throws over to first base for the second out. Logan George is retired. Runner advances from first to second.
Center fielder, J.J. Lewis.
Here's J.J. Lewis. Singled his last time. Infield single. J.J. legged it out. J.J. was also hit by a pitch back in the second inning, so he's been on base every time he's been in the batter's box. Hits here with the runner at second, 2 outs and a 3-0 Everest lead. First ball swinging, and it's fouled off down the first base side, out of play. Backey's Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body's battling. Migraines, anxiety, stress, or youth issues. Let Backey's Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. This is fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. A scoreless game to the bottom of the fourth when the Evergreens pushed a run in on a Nevin Poppy fielder's choice. 2 more runs here in the fifth. That's up high, 1-2. I suspect that Everest starter Cole O'Brien's going to be run out there for another inning, the 6th for sure, and his pitch count may be low enough that he'll get to operate in the 7th. Checked his swing, did not go. 2-2. Long set. Freshman Carson Thurs. Sidearm delivery, and it's up high. 3-2. If the inning continues, George Jablonski will hit. Evergreens would love to clear the number 9 batter in this spot. 3-2 pitch. Popped up in foul territory. Drifting back towards fair territory and making the catch is Joe Gravine, the third baseman. It brings the inning to a close. Evergreens get 2 more runs, a Ty Rohde triple, an Aiden Hopt single. And the new score is DC Everest 3, Wausau West nothing. Top of the 6th when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Drama on the softball diamond. We see that Marshfield has come back to tie DC Everest fast pitch 3-3. Everest girls suffered their first loss at a triangular over the weekend. Who beat them? Toma, I think. And then the Evergreens came back and won a 1-run game against Chippewa Falls. Here at the Simon Field baseball diamond, 7, 8, and 9 to hit for Wausau West. Everyone's 0 for 1. Ethan Sillers will lead off against Cole O'Brien, ready to work for a 6th inning. Baseball is brought to you by Lead Car Toyota of Wausau. Discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service at Lead Car Toyota of Wausau. Your full-service destination for everything Toyota and a state-of-the-art collision center. Find us on North 20th Avenue in Wausau. Yeah, 7, 8, and 9 due to hit here in the 6th inning. 1, 2, and 3 due up in the 7th. Outside for a ball. Again, Cole O'Brien now staked to a 3-0 lead. Should feel like he's in complete command here. He's allowed only 1 hit and only 2 base runners. 1-0 pitch. It's up high, 2-0. O'Brien, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. So he's not been overpowering today. On the inside corner, there's a strike. Sillers struck out his first time up. Late on the swing there. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Everest and West play over on West Hill Thursday, if the weather cooperates. Baseball triangular here at Simon Field on Saturday. Come early. First game's at 10 o'clock. Eau Claire Memorial and Sun Prairie come to town. Up high, 3-2. Right. Sun Prairie's got 2 high schools these days. Sun Prairie West will visit. Count's gone full, coming home. Swing and a miss. Cole O'Brien battles back. Sillers with kind of a corkscrew swing there, and he's down on strikes.
Pitcher, Carson Thurs.
With Marshall Helke, the starting third baseman, lifted from the game, the freshman, Carson Thurs, must take his turn at bat here. Carson Thurs, freshman to hit, with 1 out and nobody on. Not sure how many varsity at-bats Carson has had this season, so Cole O'Brien will want to challenge him. The first pitch, ball 1. That's up high. 2 balls, no strikes. I mean, Carson must be good. He's a freshman put in a varsity game. It was 1-0 when he entered. There's a strike, 2-1. You know, it's been rare to see Cole O'Brien throw more than 1 or 2 pitches in a row out of the strike zone. And that he's kind of been self-correcting in this game. Gets himself back on track easily. That's up high, 3-1. O'Brien's been behind both of the batters that he's faced here in the top of the 6th. Evergreens have left a lot of men on base in this game. Could be more than the 3-0 lead they enjoy now. 3-1. Off the catcher's glove, and it's a 1-out walk. Carson throws down the first base.
Second baseman.
Here's Cohen Bryant, the second baseman. 0 for 1, a strikeout. Courtesy runner. Alex Capitz, a junior, comes into courtesy run. West still needs a couple more base runners. This would be an unusual situation for a sacrifice. Cohen Bryant's got to put the ball in play here. West doesn't have enough outs left in this afternoon to give up one on a sacrifice bunt. This is a swing away spot. At the knees, strike 1. Cole O'Brien, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at Merrill Steel. Throw over to first, runners back. With a 3-0 lead, that runner at first base doesn't mean all that much. Not too worried about him. Let's get the batter out. Where it's no balls and 1 strike. Late swing, bouncer to second. To short 1, back to first, double him up. And the inning is over. Pretty as a picture, 6-4-3 double play. Jablonski to George to Hopt. Bottom of the 6th when we come back. 3-0 Evergreens on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Between innings, your friendly announcer leaves the on-air chair and goes to the back of the press box, where the mini fridge door opens, revealing an Arizona iced tea, ice cold.
Bottom of the 6th, leadoff hitter, shortstop.
George Jablonski, who started the double play that ended the top half of the inning, will lead off for the Evergreens in the bottom of the 6th. Nope, pinch hitter being announced. Caden Allen will take George Jablonski's turn. So Caden Allen will hit. George Jablonski can stay on the bench and talk about his hot shot fielding. Carson Thurs on for his second inning of work. Sidearms to the outside corner. Strike one. And yes, the Arizona Raspberry Iced Tea has been opened. I think the iced tea is more refreshing than pop. Just me. Late swing, fouled off. Caden Allen is down on the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Caden is down on the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Coming home, called strike 3. Caden Allen sees just 3 pitches and is back to the bench.
Third baseman, Nevin Poppy.
Nevin Poppy has walked and reached on a fielder's choice. That fielder's choice brought in the game's first run. Hit it behind second base. There was a force out at second, but Cole Van Slyke came in from third. So Nevin's got himself an RBI in the box score. It's his first time against Carson Thurs, and that's inside for ball 1. West will have 1, 2, and 3 in their batting order in their last chance, 7th inning. Nevin Poppy hits that to the left side. Throw across the diamond, got him by a step. Joe Gravine has thrown out Nevin Poppy. 2 outs, here's Brennan Hochberger. Hochberger's got a hit, a walk, and a strikeout.
Brennan Hochberger.
This will be a good win for the Evergreens. Rode good pitching today. Out hit their opponent 6-1. First ball swinging to second. Tricky hop, got him. The Evergreens go 3 up, 3 down in the home half of the 6th, but they still have a 3-0 lead. Last chance for the Wausau West Warriors when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Cole O'Brien will come out for the 7th, and he'll be bidding for a complete game 1-hitter. He'll have to get past 1, 2, and 3 in the West batting order. Claudy, Schindler, Gravine. We're brought to you by Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Edgar, Medford, and Merrill. Or online at nicolaybank.com.
Leading off for the Warriors in top of the 7th inning. Catcher.
Yeah, Cole O'Brien, sharp today. Allowed 1 hit, working on a shutout. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. Travis Claudy singled back in the 1st, and nothing for the Warriors since then. Inside corner, strike 1. 3 outs away from being down on the field for the Merrill Steel postgame show. We'll pick our favorite evergreen. Could be Cole O'Brien, sure. Up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yep, Aiden Haupt has 2 hits. He's 2 for 3 today. Ty Rohde has the only extra base hit of the game, had that gapping triple. 1-1 pitch, bends him back, 2-1. I mean, the Evergreens have help available if Cole O'Brien should reach the end of the line. Cade Felch, Nevin Poppy could both come in if necessary. 2-1 pitch. Strike. 2-2. This broadcast crew will have the Everest fast pitch game on Thursday against Merrill. Just across the way from Simon Field. 2-2 pitch. Just missed. Cole O'Brien hasn't had much to complain about, but he kind of asked where that was. Home plate umpire indicated inside. Count fills up. West would do anything for a leadoff base runner here in the 7th. At the knees, strike 3 called. If Travis Claudy lived dangerously on the last pitch, that one was too close to take.
The left fielder, Ryder Schindler.
Ryder Schindler is 0 for 2. Popped out on the infield and grounded back to the pitcher. Strike 1. That's up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. O'Brien looks fresh, even though he's working his 7th. It doesn't look like he's laboring at all. Swing and a miss, late on that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I don't know, I wonder for Everest coach Dave Langbin, what's the longest winning streak he's been involved in? I mean, he's been the Everest baseball coach forever. Ever had a run like this? One, 2 pitch. Drops in, strike 3. Cole O'Brien gets the first 2 outs here in the 7th, both via strikeout. Here's Joe Gravine, a fly out and a ground out. Evergreens after the strikeout, Cole Van Slyke threw it down and threw wildly. Doesn't make any difference. Here's Joe Gravine, 2 outs and none on, as the Warriors are down to their last out. Strike 1. Boy, what an exclamation point for Cole O'Brien if he strikes out the side here in the 7th. That's what he'll be bidding to do. Swing and a miss, strike 2. West has had only 3 base runners in this game, and each one's been erased. Travis Claudy singled, their only hit. He was doubled off on a line drive to the infield. Evergreens have picked off a runner at first base there via a walk and got a double play, 6-4-3 in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Cole O'Brien strikes out the side in the 7th, and 1 hits the Wausau West Warriors, a 3-0 victory for the Evergreens.
Wausau West.
Evergreens 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Wausau West, no runs, 1 hit. They committed 1 error and did not leave anyone on base. The Evergreens run this winning streak to 14 straight games, 14-3. And West falls to 6-10.
Wausau West, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. No
8 strikeouts, 2 walks for Cole O'Brien, who throws a 1-hit shutout. Stay tuned for the Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. I'm Chris Conley. Thank you for joining us for our Tuesday baseball play-by-play on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including...
This is the Merrill Steel postgame show. The Evergreens are 3-0 winners over Wausau West. I'm Chris Conley. Cole O'Brien gives up a hit on the first pitch that he throws today and doesn't allow anything after that. Is that kind of a weird start for you?
Yeah, I didn't expect him to hit a fastball first pitch, but, you know, it happens. A little frustrated because I didn't give up any more hits, but it is what it is.
I mean, you're super stingy. You don't give up a lot of free passes. And I thought the times where you lost the strike zone in the game that you kind of self-corrected. 1 or 2 out of the strike zone and then come right back to that outside corner, which was a strike today consistently.
Yeah, absolutely. I lost it for a little bit, but my goal was just throw a fastball down middle and try come back in the count a little bit.
You know, we were saying during the broadcast, your fastball is good, not overpowering, but the difference is you can spot usually a second or sometimes a third pitch for a strike.
Yeah, absolutely. My fastball is my main pitch, of course, throw it mostly, but when I can spot that second pitch, it really improves that fastball like 10 times almost.
Must be a great feeling striking out the side, a little bit of an exclamation point in the 7th inning tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of seemed like they kind of gave up a little bit in that last inning, those top 3 batters, because they were hitting me before, but the last inning they kind of just stopped.
Tell me a little bit about the vibe for the team right now. 14 wins in a row, that's a lot. I mean, the team hasn't lost since the first week in April, and it looks like the guys are loose. They know that they're playing well. This is a team that's going to be a tough opponent for anyone that they play.
Yeah, big thing is that we get along really well. 14 straight wins. Feels good, and we're just relaxed, having fun, playing a game that we all love, and it's a great team to be with.
Cole O'Brien fires a one-hitter in a 3-0 win. This was a scoreless game till the 4th when the Evergreens pushed a run across, and then 2 more in the 5th. A 3-0 victory over Wausau West. They'll play again at West on Thursday. I'm Chris Conley. That's going to wrap up our DC Everest Wausau West baseball coverage on Zaleski Sports. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everybody. Listen in the house, please.
My name's Cole O'Brien, and I'm in the house.
Thanks again for coming over.
Thank you.
Oh, dear! What deer?
God caught me too, bro.